After scoring 21 goals in the Eredivisie last season, it seemed certain that Jahanbakhsh would thrive in one of Europe's top leagues. Yet this season he hadn't scored or assisted in the Premier League at all this season. So what's happened to Alireza Jahanbakhsh, and why hasn't he played well this season? Hi everyone, I'm Ghost Masala, and this is a video as part of the ongoing series where I take a look at players' careers, go through where they've been and what they've done, and then see what happened to them or where they might go next. And so of course you can, I'm guessing I've put the players at the top right hand corner right now, so you can go and have a look at some of the previous ones. I've done loads of looked at loads of players from loads of different countries for what happened to and who is videos. So make sure to leave suggestions, and I'm also sorry if I mispronounce things. Of course there's some relatively tricky pronunciations in this video, so just sorry if I do that, and feel free to correct me. Let's get into the video. So Alireza Jahanbakhsh played his first Iranian Pro League game for Damashqilan at the age of 18 in 2011, but he had already played at the under-19 Asian Games in 2010, so he'd already had experience on the world stage already, but he was only actually 16 at the time, so clearly he was a great talent playing at the under-19 World Championships, but he was well under 19, so it's rare that happens. Damashqilan were a lower tier club who had played mostly in the lower divisions of Iran, and in Jahanbakhsh's second season in the Iranian Pro League, he was their top scorer with 11 goals as they finished the 12-13 season in 11th place, so not too bad, especially as they were a lower tier club. I don't think that club actually exists anymore, so but of course you've got to remember he was young, and 11 goals, I believe he was still playing on the wing at that time, so I mean he still plays on the wing now, but anyway. Again, during this time he once again played in the under-19 Asian Championships, although Iran were knocked out in the last 16 in that one, and his performances in the international competitions and for his club as well attracted interest from European clubs, and in 2013 the 19-year-old Jahanbakhsh moved to NEC, a mid-table-ish club in the Netherlands. So he'd been around mid-table for most of the time, and in his first season wasn't that bad. He scored 5 goals, but unfortunately NEC's defence was really bad, and they were relegated, so not the best season for Jahanbakhsh at that club. But the season after that was Jahanbakhsh was great. He scored 12 goals and assisted 18 times. This was the second division though, but he was named the Eredivisie player of the season. Probably messed that up pretty badly. He was the second foreigner to win the award after Kazuki Honda, quite an achievement. And during his time at NEC, he had been called up to the Iranian national team in 2013, and he played all 3 games at the 2014 World Cup, as well as at the 2015 Asian Cup, although the latter was very bad for Iran, as they went out to They went out to Iraq on penalties in the last 16, so they were expected to do a lot more than that. Jahanbakhsh then moved to AZ Alkmaar, and as AZ had an overhaul of players, they sold a lot of players and brought a lot in, including defender Ron Vlaar and Vincent Janssen, and he didn't play too well that season. I think he only scored 3 goals, so not the best season to start off with, but Vincent Janssen, however, scored 27 goals that season, which broke a lot of records, but interestingly he also failed in England when he moved there, and he had multiple seasons to have a go. And the next season was a lot better for Jahanbakhsh, with 10 goals and 8 assists, which is pretty good, but in 2017-18 Jahanbakhsh had a season similar to Salah's season last year, with 21 goals and 13 assists. He didn't even play at striker, he played at winger, so it's clearly an amazing performance from him, and of course it seemed very clear that he would move probably out of the Netherlands and to a different club, but Napoli and Leicester seemed more likely than Brighton, and this season he really hasn't played too much at all. So let's go into what happened to him. So first of all, injuries. He was injured for a big portion of the start of the season, and he actually played in a lot of youth games at the start of the season in order to try and adapt to Brighton's playstyle. He also had the Asian Cup to contend with, which made him miss a lot of games, but after he came back from that, he was in the team consistently until the last match day where they played Newcastle, and he wasn't even included in the squad. And yeah, of course, during that time he consistently still plays for Iran. He played for them in the World Cup and in the Asian Cup, and so he's another one who plays better for his national team than he is at the moment for his own team. And he's playing in quite a defensive team. In my opinion, he should leave and go to a different country and go to more importantly a more attacking team, maybe a more attacking league. I mean, people say Premier League is attacking, but it really is tricky to score a lot of goals, so maybe the Spanish or French league would be better for him and recover some form and then come back to England or a different country later in his career. He's only 26 or 25, I'm not sure, but he's still quite young, so he has time to go and do that. So Jahanbakhsh also never does well in the first season at a new club, so of course maybe his second season he'll stay at Brighton. The manager would choose to keep him, and he will thrive at Brighton in the second season. Of course, they did pay 20 million for him, so they are probably expecting him to do a lot, and they may want to cut their losses, especially if they get relegated. If they do get relegated, I will 100% expect him to leave, but if they stay up, they might decide to keep him. And maybe he's also lacking confidence, and he is talented. There was a video compilation I watched ages ago when he moved to Brighton, but he has a lot of skill and a lot of great goals, but he's shown not really any of it this season. I think out of all these things, I think he's just lacking in confidence playing in the Premier League and for Brighton. So yeah, I think he needs to go to a different league on loan or on a permanent transfer. Brighton will be happy to sell him and try and cut their losses, but I think Jahanbakhsh, he is a really talented player. I think we will hear from him again on the world stage. So I just hope he does well in the rest of his career, because he seemed like a really exciting player when he was playing at AZ Alkmaar, but it's a shame that it hasn't gone that way. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Not too much to say. So I'm guessing I'm doing some more Premier League predictions soon. I've got a couple. No, I don't have. Oh, I guess I have something lined up. But make sure to leave suggestions for ideas and stuff. I always like looking at them, even if I never do the suggestions. Not too much else to say. I hope Jahanbakhsh does well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.